Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo the Dad in DPS, and we are back with another episode of Scrip My Pants, a series where I spend 2,000 scrip at the purveyor and see how well we do. This week we are still during the 25% sale that happened probably a couple of weeks after this video is going out. So yeah, you guys are seeing into the past. Either way guys, don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe, and let's get on with it. Alrighty, let's get down to it. So, first up, Stalker's Gauss Rifle, VATS hit chance, 1 agility. Absolute pants, Stalker's is not a good effect. The rest of them, not that great either. Second up, Medic's 10mm pistol, VATS hit chance, less action point cost. This one I'm actually not too upset about. I have been looking for Medic's weapons, as I've stated multiple times, and we will be testing them out in the near future. This is definitely something I want to use. Let's see. Come on! Junkie's short laser pistol. VATS crits, 1 perception. Again, not a bad drop. Junkie's is definitely a decent effect. VATS crits, always a decent effect, unless it's on a heavy weapon that can't use VATS. And 1 perception does increase your accuracy, which again is a good effect. Not the best on that slot. It stops it from being a god roll, but still a good effect. Furious Ultrasight Gatling Laser, VATS crits, faster reload. Now, while Furious and faster reload are technically a good effect on this, VATS crits does not help whatsoever. So this is a kind of an okay one. Not as good as the other ones because, again, the bottom effect is one of the worst effects in comparison to other ones. Like the middle effect is where you want for something like a faster fire rate, technically explosive, but you can't get that on them anymore. Either way, Stalker's Salvaged Assaultron Head. Damage while aiming, 1 agility. You kidding me? What's this piece of crap dropping for? Crap. Executioner's Pipe Revolver, damage while aiming, breaks 50% slower. Now, Executioner's is a very decent effect. Damage while aiming, also a decent effect. Breaks 50% slower, not as needed on this weapon, but I suppose if you want to be a manual aim sniper, this is definitely something that's going to do some damage against some enemies. But against what you're using, Executioners isn't really good for weapons that quite often will, 1 to 2 shot enemies. But that is what it is. Assassin Snub-Nosed Pistol, bashing damage, crit mirror. The only good effect on there is crit mirror. Why the hell would I want this weapon? It's going to get script when I'm able to. Aristocrat's Short Laser Pistol, VATS hit chance, 1 agility. Now, while VATS hit chance is not a bad effect, it's just not what I'd want on this weapon. If it was crit, I would be happy. If it was crit AP, I'd be happy. But yeah, kind of disappointed. Aristocrat's a decent effect, but sadly a little bit disappointed. Okay, Anti-Armor Radium Rifle with Last Shot and faster movement speed while aiming. Now, Last Shot is a good effect on weapons that have a really slow clip size. Slow clip size? Small clip size. I don't really rate it for this type of weapon, and typically I would use it with VATS, so faster movement speed while aiming just doesn't really go. Again, if you're wanting to use it like a kind of sniper rifle and wanted to move about, I suppose it'd be a bit better, but I don't know. The middle effect just kind of makes me go meh. If it was faster fire rate or VATS crits, I would have been happier. Furious Railway Rifle, bullets explode for area damage, VAT critical mirror fills 15% faster. Now, I'm going to tell you, this weapon is actually decent. Furious and bullets explode for area damage do not go well together. However, this weapon has a fire rate that is insane when you go to use it with the automatic receiver. It crits like mad. This is going to crit like mad even more. And explosives can crit. So those two bottom effects outweigh just about everything else. If you use this on the Queen, if you use this on Earl, you're going to get a lot of damage. And I'm not going to lie, when you use this weapon, typically you're not using it in big groups, but even if you do, even if it didn't have the Furious effect, it's going to one-shot most small enemies anyway. So this thing is going to do insane damage, and it's actually a really decent weapon, and I intend to prove that in a video at some point. Next up, Vampire Short Flamer, limb damage, reduced weight. Now, Vampire on a Flamer is really good. Reduced weight is really good. Limb damage, because it's a Flamer, I give it the benefit of doubt and say that's actually really good at taking out big enemies. You know, you're going to be able to cripple the Mirelurk Queen, you're going to be able to cripple what's his face, like the Jeff. Overall, it's not what you'd want. You'd want faster fire rate in that middle bit, or explosive if it was a legacy, but faster fire rate in that middle bit would be better. But limb damage is certainly going to topple giants. And quickly. Like, really quickly. Berserker's Tesla Rifle, damage while aiming, damage resistance while aiming. Now, this one is technically decent. Obviously not at the moment, because this thing breaks constantly. Berserkers, I have armor broken all the time. 25 damage while aiming on this weapon is going to do a lot more damage, and that resistance while you're aiming, you're going to be able to survive longer. But at the same time, I think, actually now that I think about it, the bottom effect counteracts the top. Ignore what I said. That's going to be a bad combination of effects, sadly. You're still going to probably do decent damage, but I don't know. 2-shot short assault rifle, 25 damage while aiming, breaks 50% slower. I don't know. I don't know is the answer. Problem with 2-shot is the shots fire off in 2 random directions half the time. So yeah, this could be like the most inaccurate gun alive. I need to test it to know. I'm not sure how good that is in general use. Again, need to use it to find out. Juggernaut's 10mm pistol, bullets explode for area damage. VATS critical meter. This is a god roll. This is a Juggernaut's god roll for this type of gun. You can easily use that VATS crits with bullets explode on my full health build. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's actually a really good gun. Juggernauts is not the best damaging effect, but it's not the worst. And obviously, if you're wanting to use a Juggernauts build, it is a niche. Why does it always give me suppressors god rolls for fixers? I've had so many of them. Suppressors, bullets explode for air damage, faster reload. So close to being good. So very, very close to being good. Why? Seriously, why? 2-shot combat rifle. Last shot, faster reload. Yeah, an odd one. Last shot, yeah, and this type of gun, I don't rate it. Faster reload, great. 2-shot, if it had explosive, it would have been great. I would have called it god roll for 2-shot, but that is what it is. Vampire, snub-nosed pistol, limb damage, faster reload. Vampire, not really great for this. Faster reload, great. Limb damage, not so great. Overall, I'd maybe sell it to a noob, but I don't rate it. I don't rate it at all, unfortunately. And I love pistols. Okay, so this is Instigating. 25 damage while aiming, 1 agility. Now this is an okay fixer if you're using it like a sniper rifle. Instigating is going to do massive damage. The damage while aiming is going to do massive damage, especially if you're aiming it, so you could get quite a lot of damage out of this manually firing it. However, that is a bit more awkward to do. Maybe I'll test that out and see if I can do it with this one. Just manually fire it, no VATS. But again, we'll see what I can manage to do with that. Berserker's 50 cal, VATS crits 1 agility. Berserker's does not mesh well with this type of weapon. Heavy weapons draw a lot of aggro, and VATS crits just don't do anything. 1 agility is not going to do anything as well. It is unfortunately Scrip. Zealot's Pike Revolver, limb damage 1 perception. Overall, crap. Just absolutely crap. Berserker's Ultra Sight Gatling Laser, 25 damage while aiming, faster movement speed while aiming. This is a god roll of its weapon type. Berserker's, again, draws a lot of aggro, so yeah, not the best, unfortunately, but it is a decent weapon. Stalker's Short Radium Rifle, VATS hit chance. VATS action point cost. Why does it keep giving me Stalker stuff with everything? No, it's bad. It's just innately bad. Quad Short Ultra Sight. Oh, this is a god roll as well. Quad Short Ultra Sight Laser Pistol. VATS crits. VATS crits. This is good. Very good. I love it. Everything about this gun is good. These things do break quite fast, but at the same time, I love them. I love that gun so much. Stalker Shortens down. Fuck off. Stalker Short Flamer. Limb damage. 1 agility. Piss. Absolute big pile of piss. Quad Western Revolver. Limb damage. Faster reload. Well, quad and faster reload do work in tandem. I really would have wanted something in that middle thing, like faster fire rate or explosive. Limb damage just doesn't really cut the mustard for it. Overall, okay. Again, I'd sell it rather than scrip it, but it's not the best example of that weapon at all. Hunter's 50 cal, bashing damage, VATS action point cost. Free effects I never want to see on a 50 cal. Absolute crap. And last, but not least, Anti-Armor Cryolator, VATS crits, faster reload. I don't know. I mean, someone would probably say this is good for PvP. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, by the way. I really don't know. Either way, let's find out the top picks. So I'm going to start off with the Furious Railway Rifle with bullets explode for area damage and VATS critical meter. With the VATS critical thing and bullets explode, well, explosive critting now, it should do some impressive damage. On single target with Furious, it is going to hurt on big enemies, and to be honest, railway rifles annihilate regular enemies already, even without legendary effects. So overall, I think this weapon is going to slap. Next up is the Juggernaut 10mm with bullets explode for air damage and VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. Now while I would say it's not as powerful as the railway rifle, this is more definitively a god roll for what it is, and 100% I love pistols. I especially love the 10mm, so I am going to enjoy using this on my full health kind of rifleman pistol build. Now my top pick for today is going to be the Quad Ultra Sight Laser Pistol with VATS crits. VATS crits. Reason for that? VATS crits is pretty much in the fashion, in the meta at the moment, and I'm really curious to see how well this does. It is going to be probably a bit more difficult because it is an Ultra Sight laser pistol, but again, we'll definitely see how well it does. That was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, there are several means. You can click that coffee button to donate to me directly. There's also our Teespring for the merch that you can see on screen right now, as well as our YouTube member button and the new Super Thanks button. So if you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to hit any of them. Now, on the note of our members, let's thank them. So let's thank our chosen Undad first with Golty, Dealfin Gaming, the BDP, Bubba Doodle Mom, Scott S, TFE Archive, Philip Duda, Call, PT Buns, Devilman Games, Twice Big Spuds, and Peggy McKnight, as well as our Dad's Army members, Wyatt Blackburn Wallers, me, Colin G, Matasbo, Marcus Carrasco, Numpty, Sickleman, James Colshard, Prophet 7.Bat, Country Boy Stevens, and Victor P. Big thanks to all of you, hope you're doing really well, and I absolutely appreciate the continued support. So yeah, today's video, really successful. We got 3 basic god rolls. And there was some other good stuff as well. So, yeah, 100% win. I am very happy with the outcome this week. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But we'll catch you all guys next time in the Wasteland.